The Cleveland skyline looked eerily calm. The shores of Lake Erie gave little away about the storm brewing inside the Browns' training camp facility. Headlines across Ohio screamed, "Quarterback controversy. Browns draft Shedeur Sanders." The dog pound buzzed with curiosity, hope, and skepticism. Shedeur Sanders had arrived. He wasn't just Deion Sanders' son anymore. He was a Heisman finalist, a field general at Colorado, a leader who had turned a struggling team into a media magnet. And now the NFL's lights awaited, but the Cleveland Browns weren't empty-handed. They had Kenny Pickett, the former Steelers QB with AFC North grit, who came over in a surprise trade. And waiting quietly was Dillon Gabriel, the dual-threat maestro from Oklahoma, drafted in the third round the previous year. What looked like a rebuilding quarterback room had suddenly turned into a battlefield. And Shedeur. He was right in the middle. Chapter 2. 3 lions in a cage, quarterbacks win games in December. Coach Mertz barked in his first full-team meeting, eyes scanning the room like a war general. But they earned the right to play in May. That line hit like a sledgehammer. In OTAs, the pecking order wasn't spoken, but was felt. Kenny Pickett had the locker room respect. Dillon Gabriel had the coach's curiosity. And Shedeur? He had the cameras, the crowd, and the weight of a legacy. "That Sanders kid got swagger. I'll give him that," said Myles Garrett in a sideline whisper. "But this ain't Boulder. This is Cleveland. This is blood and grind." Every snap was a headline. Every misread was dissected on sports talk radio. Every no-look pass from Shedeur had ESPN breathing down Cleveland's neck. But what the media didn't see were the late nights. Shedeur stayed back long after the lights dimmed. He'd rewatch drills, zoom in on Pickett's footwork, Gabriel's timing, and his own hesitation on mesh read. He wasn't here to write a name. He was here to write one. Chapter 3. The Pickett precision Kenny Pickett, no longer clad in black and gold, had found a chip the size of Pennsylvania on his shoulder. Mike Tomlin once believed in him. Now he was in orange, trying to outrun whispers that he was a bust. He studied Shedeur like a scientist, looking for weaknesses. In 7-on-7s, Kenny threw darts, quick slants, out routes, no frills, no flair. It worked. Coach Mertz took notice. "He runs the offense like a pilot. You feel safe in the cockpit," he told the press. Pickett grinned during interviews, saying all the right things, but behind his eyes, fire, because he knew what the fans wanted. They wanted Shedeur. Chapter 4. The Gabriel Gambit. No one talked about Dillon Gabriel, but maybe they should have. In scrimmages, he was electric. Read options with the second team lit up defenders. He danced like a fighter, eyes scanning, feet floating. It was the future no one believed in yet. He didn't have Shedeur's commercials. He didn't have Kenny's NFL starts, but he had something neither of them had. Chemistry with the second-string receivers. Chemistry that showed up when camp turned ugly. Gabriel threw 2 touchdowns in a live drill red zone series, while the crowd chanted Shedeur. He never reacted, but his message was loud and clear. "I'm not a third-string anything." Chapter 5. The preseason storm August rolled in with sweat, soreness, and storylines. The Browns faced the Chicago Bears in their first preseason game. Coach Mertz made the announcement on a humid Thursday. Kenny gets the start. Shedeur second. Dillon cleans up. Social media exploded. Why isn't Shedeur starting? Gabriel disrespected again. Kenny Pickett is holding them back. Cleveland became a football war zone on Twitter. Every throw was tweeted. Every touchdown dissected. Game day came. Kenny went 9 for 13, 1 TD, 1 pick. Shedeur entered with 10 minutes in the second quarter. First drive. 3 and out. Second drive. He rolled right, escaped a sack, and fired a missile to rookie Dawg Michael Benson for a 38-yard touchdown. The stadium exploded. He didn't celebrate, just nodded to the sideline. Cold, confident, calculated. But Dillon Gabriel? He went nuclear in the fourth. 2 touchdowns, 1 60-yard scramble, 1 ankle-breaking juke that went viral before the fourth quarter ended. Now what?